Good morning, everyone. Mike McConville here, one more time. Saturday morning, glorious Saturday morning in my little shop. And we're making it up as we go. So we've got a maple dowel in here, and what we're doing, we're working on that Gretsch guitar. We have a bridge, but the holes are too big for the posts. And I have this maple dowel in the drill. So I've turned that until I got a good press fit, because I need to fill that and then stain it black and re-drill it so I get a nice press fit on the posts for the new archtop tunable bridge that we're going to put on that 6124. Just mark that and slice it off before we glue it into place. We're going to put a little dab of this glue boost, and we'll just twist that into place. It's a beautiful thing. I just want to square up the end of that dowel first. Next step, insert dowel and drill. Next step, we've got our foot-controlled sander here. So this is how I turn the meat of this dowel down. There's 246 right there. So, we'll just mark that. Okay, here's the poor man's lathe. Getting there. Well, look at that. I can hear all you machinists howling. That's cheating, man. You gotta go to a machine shop to do that. Okay, let's check our press fit. Ooh, liking that. Chop, chop, spot of glue, we're ready. When I think of all the machinists I've met in my life, my father-in-law was a Danish millwright machinist, kind of multitasker that worked for Chubb, the people that build those humongous safes for banks. And of course the other one is Jody, my newfound friend, who's the transmission wizard out of Pennsylvania. And then of course all the machinists and engineers and aerospace engineers that took my courses. I'm sure that all of you guys can appreciate the accuracy and simplicity of a good press fit. Because the centers are off, I'm starting the hole with my sort of micro drill bits and just get those centers right. Okay, so let's get a read on the diameter of those posts on the foot. 155. 155.5. Love it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh, gotta love it. Perfect press fit. The curvature on these saddles is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to open this up for we got a 56, the bass string, and that's our fourth string. We'll open that up with a 36. Our first string, open that up just a little bit. Second string, there's our third. So open that fifth up a little bit more. Got to be really careful at this point. We don't want to deepen these slots, we're just opening them up for the strings, that's it. The curvature is beautiful on this, perfect match to the fingerboard, can't believe it. After 3 different sets of strings and 3 different bridge configurations, I've finally settled on this. So this is our bridge foot template, basically a center line for the center of the pickup. It's just bristleboard, and it locates the bridge. I've seen guys glue the bridge on, or double-sided tape, or put sandpaper on the bottom of the feet, but for David now, it's a no-brainer. If the bridge gets knocked askew while you're changing strings, or you're maybe strumming a little too hard, this little template, I'll just leave it in the case for David, and he'll always get it right. So this bridge has very tall saddles. With a typical Les Paul bridge, you'd never have enough height in the saddle to be able to adjust to this radius. There's the radius of this fingerboard. So we've got a beautiful match to the fingerboard radius. We've got our locator template, and all 6 strings are perfectly in tune. And of course, we got a compensated nut and a complete new set of frets. Fingerboard corrected. This thing has never been better than it is right now. Well, I did end up settling on an 11 to 48 string. So if you look at the outside strings, you'll see that this saddle is just a little bit past midway towards the back. This one is a little past midway towards the front. So it leaves the inside 4 to be perfectly adjustable. This will never need to be adjusted unless David decides he wants to try another string. I think he's going to be very comfortable with these 11 to 48 strings for a long time to come. Cheers. Just in case someone wants to keep the guitar 100% original and 100% out of tune, we'll put the original nut and the original bridge in a Ziploc baggie, and they can convert it back in a moment's notice. So it can be stored away in a collector's case and never played again. Okay, this time around, as far as the intonation goes, you're just going to have to trust me here on the chords. David's on his way up. I sent him an email with the video link attached. He's speeding up to grab it, so I'm going to play this for you before he gets here. So, just very quickly, we'll just do some typical chords. So we've got your E major 9. You've heard me play 100 times before. Here's your G, D, and C. I've recorded a little thing in E major, which is essentially these chords. E major 9, and then I cycle it again. And then A major 7 sharp 11 to B. Okay, so I've looped that. I'm going to let that play. Does not get any simpler than this. Volume. Right, and then middle position just wide open treble. Now it's still pretty smooth sounding treble because it is a neck position pickup. It's not tight to the bridge like you would get in most 2 pickup guitars. But I let this progression loop, and then I'll just blow some single line stuff over it and flick that switch and you can hear the different tones. Well, I hope that gives you an idea of how accurate the tuning is and how wonderful the guitar sounds. You know, there's D, first position. I'd like to play this thing for another hour, but David's on his way up. He wants his guitar back. So that's as much as I'm getting out of this one.